everyone, welcome to Little Bookworms Online. My name is Cass and this week we are talking about animal stories. So we've got lots and lots of great animal stories to spotlight that you can read on our ebook apps especially. So we've got them in ebook format, eAudiobook format, and we're also looking forward to showing you a great paper plate ocean craft that you can try at home. To start off with, the first picture book that I wanted to mention is a book called Queen Selene. Now, this one is about a little girl and her massive, marvelous ocean kingdom, and if we don't already have a virtual story time of it up, that one is coming, so I encourage you to check that one out. Lots and lots of sea creatures in there. The next one is Boogie Bear by David Walliams. If you know any of David Walliams' other books, World's Worst Children, Gangster Granny, any of those, you'll know that he is hilarious, and this is a great one about a polar bear who wanders very, very far from home and what happens to her when she does. And then, last but not least in our picture book category, before we move up to older readers, we have How to Put an Octopus to Bed. So this is a funny, silly, giggly, wriggly kind of bedtime story starring a very lovely octopus. And I hope you get the chance to have a look at all or any of those. Now, if you're looking for something for a slightly older audience, if you're starting to get into chapter books, really enjoying reading some things, I've also got a few great picks for you. The first is the Zoe's Rescue Zoo series. So if you like exotic animals and all kinds of interesting animals being looked after, this series might be for you. It has penguins, it's got sloths, it's got pandas, it's got lions, all kinds of really interesting animals at Zoe's Rescue Zoo. The next series that I would recommend to you after that would be Mr. Walker. And this one is about a dog at a hotel. And it's written from his perspective, so if you really like getting inside the heads of animals, you might really like this one. He's a dog with a nose for adventure, and there's lots of books in this series that you can read as well. And last, but certainly not least, I would put the delightful Hotel Flamingo, which is about a girl called Anna who inherits this hotel from her great aunt. But it turns out that all the guests and all the staff at the hotel are, in fact, animals. So that one's a great one to have a look out for too. Now, if you are looking for books for older readers, then I also have some great suggestions for you, and we'll put lots more suggestions up on our book list. So don't worry about that, you can check it out at the webpage. But we'll start with Hero, which is a story about a retired search and rescue dog who once again has to use his skills to save people's lives. And then we've also got, The Umbrella Mouse. So if you like historical fiction, this one will be a really good one for you. It's about animals during World War II and them fighting a kind of a secret war and the resistance behind that. And of course, The Tale of Despero, which is a kind of a fairy tale-ish story starring a mouse, a princess, a rat, and a servant girl. So that's another really delightful one for you there. Hopefully you've heard something you like in those, but if not, don't forget to check out our book list on our website because we'll have lots more titles there with links straight to all of the ebooks, so you can check those out there. In the meantime, let's have a look at our craft activity. So I thought I would show you how you can make a kind of a paper plate ocean with your very own sea creatures. So the things you'll need for this, obviously you'll need a paper plate. I have a blue paper plate here, but if you don't have a blue paper plate, that's absolutely fine. You can always get a white paper plate and color it in. You'll be covering the bottom with a lot of yarn anyway, so you don't necessarily need that to be blue, but you could color it in if you like. Or maybe you want to color in the sky up the top there. So you'll need a paper plate, you'll need some yarn, you'll need a single hole punch, because that way you can kind of punch holes all the way around the bottom of your plate. And if this is something you want to hang up after, you could always punch a hole right in the top and string some yarn through there as well. And of course, some sea creatures to go in your beautiful ocean. So you can see I've made a jellyfish here. and that jellyfish can go right inside the kind of waves of the paper plate. So that's going in there. We might move some of its legs around, but you might want to make a seahorse, or you might want to make a fish, any other kind of animal that lives in the sea, to kind of sit in your little plate just there. So you can wrap the yarn through the plate as many times as you like. We've got all those holes there so you have places to thread it through. You can start out with just a little bit of yarn, because otherwise sometimes it's very long to pull all the yarn through each of the holes. But if you run out, no worries, you can just kind of stick it to the back or tie it at the back. And of course, if you've got lots of yarn to use, you could go all the way around rather than wrapping like I've done here. So that's a great option too. Yeah, so you can make your very own little paper plate ocean. You could do several of these and maybe hang them all up. So that's a great little craft for our animals theme today. Thanks for tuning into Little Bookworms. Don't forget, we've got a Facebook event, so you can ask your parents if you want to come chat with us about books, to leave some comments about what you've been enjoying reading lately. We'd love to hear it. Or if you make your very own paper plate ocean, we'd love to see it. And don't forget to check out our book list, which has all the titles we mentioned and more on our website. The link is in the description below. All right, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time.